Welcome back, fans, friends, random people who happened upon this video somehow, somewhere, some way. Welcome back to Dream Daddy, in which we are hopefully going to end up with our Dream Daddy, Robert. Last episode was a little awkward when we found Robert at the barbecue and he kind of completely avoided us because we may have already slept with him. Let's see how that pans out. Anyway, Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. That's a shame. Cauliflower is amazing. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with the lights off, are you? What? No. I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna... let's work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looking at looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. Oh my god, I want some mashed potatoes now. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day, instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Yeah, I feel ya. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional! I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand. I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. Seriously, do not text and drive. Ever. No text is worth it. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care if you're just like gonna send a quick little K and you know you're just constantly looking up at the road, because I've been with people who do that. They will text and they're like constantly looking up at the road thinking they're fine. Meanwhile, the car is drifting off the road and I'm losing my mind. Do not text and drive. If you have to text, please just pull over. Just, if the text is that important to you, pull over for 2 seconds, send the text, and then continue driving. For everyone's sake. Anyway. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I've earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No. It's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meet Hell are not only... They just combined the two shows. Are not only... that's a word I'm not sure how to say. My anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? That's not cool. That's parenting 101. You should at least know the kids' names. And at least 1 or 2 phone numbers, just for emergencies. The kids should know your phone number too. Again, emergencies. Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Aww.
Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Huh.
Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann.
Huh?
Whoa. We're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You've really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Huh?
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I mean, I don't like her attitude, but she is 18. But yeah, I have a right to be concerned. She's my kid. And, you know, there was a set time. There shouldn't have been a set time, but still, if there's like a set time, and you're gonna be like, just freaking text. Just text. And I call BS on her not seeing those texts. She's a teenager. And, like, I mean, my phone makes a noise every time I get a text. So, like, does her phone not make a noise? I don't know. She should have texted. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. Fair. But you still had an agreed time to come home, and you didn't come home at that time. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... yeah. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust you that you can take care of yourself. Team The? Worst last name ever. Team The. Team The. Team The. Team whatever. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? know what? Sprinkle some cheese on them. I already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Girl. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Come on. Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood and hook up and sleep together. What? Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Oh, snap. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Alright, we're gonna do this for Does, because I keep switching back to what I would do to what Does would do. We are playing as Does. Does being my gaming avatar, not the actual dad character. It's confusing, I know. Anyway, on a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, sink into blissful oblivion, aka sleep. On a Friday night, sleep. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt, Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything, my survival skills have trained me for this day. What are your turn-ons? This is a site for dads to like talk about dad stuff, right? This dad stuff, right? Anyway, strong dad arms. Oh, tennis shoes with long white socks, a well-manicured lawn, street smarts, top-tier grillmanship, comfortable with crying. Let's go with street smarts. Like clever dads. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals, salty boat captain, pro skater who is also an astronaut, a good father, the president of space. Which really would be the president of all existence. So we'll go with that. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries, Sean Connery's entire filmography, anything on Laserdisc, romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry, old comedies that haven't aged well. Apparently cheesy horror movies are not on this list, so... Oh, God. Like, none of these. Oh, man. I guess out of all of them, what's your ideal date? Napping together. It's pretty up there, man. That's pretty good. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together? Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. No. I'm lucky if I'm up at 4 p.m. trying to geocache and getting hopelessly lost. Arson. You know, again, we're doing this for Does. Yep. As I said long ago at the beginning of this, the Does gaming avatar has a few canon traits. Setting stuff on fire is unfortunately one of them. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, A book of word jumbles in a pen. A cool knife. My crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone keys and a wallet at home sometimes. Knife. Fun fact, I literally have like about 20 pocket knives and or daggers, and that's not counting swords. Yeah, no, I always have a pocket knife in my bag or pocket or wherever I'm going. I always carry a knife. Seriously, you never know when you might have to, like, open something. Even the simplest things. I was out, little story time, I was out with some friends, and my friend, we were walking, we went up to, like, a big city around here, and we were walking the streets, and we got thirsty, so my friend bought a bottle of water, but it had, like, a weird little plastic ring that you're, like, supposed to be able to pull the tab and, like, break the seal, and, like, a little push top water bottle, but we couldn't, like, the plastic seal part was busted, so we couldn't break the seal. Luckily, little miss carries pocket knife everywhere, saved the day, and we were able to break the seal in the water bottle. So, always carry a pocket knife if you're able to, and if it's legal in your state, always, you know, be careful with that, because certain states have different laws. Or, you know, I think some countries it's just not legal. I'm not sure. Don't do illegal things. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories. Yeah! How proud I am of my child. Potential end of the world. Yep. If I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. When I can get my next cup of coffee. Nope. Lawnmower modifications. Nope. I'm gonna go with conspiracy theories. Profile complete. See? It wasn't so bad. Yeah, nah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay. I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Now go to school.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Dad! Ah! That's an obnoxious noise. Alright, as with everyone who has done this, or that I've watched do this, we are gonna go through all of them. And then end up on our boy. Hey, baby. Please love me. So what's Craig's dad book all about? Let's see. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, the fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but somebody's got to do it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. Craig, dude. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. Dude. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies. Forever. No. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain together. That sounds fun, actually. Not so much the dangerous part, but, like, hiking, at least. I've never climbed a mountain, or even a cliff, but hiking is fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel? Question mark? I spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Damien. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Damien, feel like you and I would be like best friends. Like, definitely best friends. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimen. That's awesome. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. Hey, if it's perfectly sealed, it doubles as a boat. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. Bosom, blah, blah. I'm sorry, Damien. Please don't hate me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign, art house, horror. See, how come he got horror? I wanted a horror option. I like horror. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Alrighty. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality's salience. Words. Matt! Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 90s no-wave music. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, one drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Find tunes to pass the days away. What are your turn-ons? Multi-industrialism? Okay. What did you want to do? What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? You know, I'm kind of with Matt on that one too. I like movies with subtitles. I also like silent movies. Those are fun. What's your ideal date? We go to an animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. I spend a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Maybe. Maybe we did, Matt. Maybe we did. Also, I find it strange that he doesn't have his glasses in the profile picture. And again, I guess... Oh, maybe he took his glasses off for the picture? Because I know people tend to do that because of the flash of the camera. Anyway, Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly. That's it, scholarly. I got it. I'm smart. Articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. What kind of miniatures are you talking about there, Hugo? I need to play his path at some point. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Hey! What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What did you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Brian? Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you are most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. It's pretty good. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My fishing pole. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. What did you want to be when you grew up? Fireman. What's your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies? Really? Really? You know, Brian's not the kind of guy I would expect that from. That's interesting. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Nice. Joseph. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Candyland is one of the best board games ever created. That was my favorite as a kid. Joseph, I love you. On a Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My 6-string. What are your turn-ons, my loving wife? Sure. What did you want to be when you grew up? Ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? A lovely night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? The Good Book. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. Hey, Robert. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy all of us, destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about. Do you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Robert, you may have issues, my friend. And we will find out about those next time as we click this message button and see if he wants to talk to us again after avoiding us at the party. That was still awkward. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to dislike. That's what the button's for. If you enjoyed the video and possibly looking forward to the next video or any of the other videos I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. I am finishing out this playthrough one way or another, whether you guys want me to or not, whether Robert wants me to or not. It's happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you next time.